Amen. Hello, I've got what? I don't know, I've got some time, so amen. God bless you today. This is the day I get sidetracked. I get distracted when I see folks, you know, breaking God's law on His day. I mean, and it's something. I'm not. It's just something that that's been done since Adam and Eve. So yeah, it's been done. You know, and what I am understanding now, the more, and it's just been a week. God has gave me so many revelations today, and He's taught me, and I'm just excited. I go back to seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Even as and this is what we have to do. I understand that when we first gave our hearts to God, that was that was Christ resurrecting us, quickening us. Amen. I mean, the Bible tells me this in, I want to say in Ephesians. Lord, where would you be in Ephesians 2? Amen. Let's look at Ephesians 2. And I want us to understand that because it's not us. It's nothing. Ephesians 2 and 1. Lord, I'm asking that you add a blessing to your reading of your word. And you had he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sin. I spoke somewhere on one of these video clips that God has a doctrine. We need to move on, person, from repenting of sins. That God has a doctrine of resurrecting. The doctrination of Christ of resurrection. And this is what happens. I mean, we were quickened. Quickened means brought to life. We were dead in our trespasses, and we were spiritually dead once. But when we desired, and it was God that was wooing us, that gave us that desire to turn back to Him. So yes, God quickened us. He rose us from that spiritual death in all of our sin. So yeah, y'all remember that part, and then you begin to understand just a little bit of Christ working within you. Amen. And the more you accept Christ, the more you give your heart over to Him. And that's another thing I want to explain. I apologize if I threw this thing up on you and I scared you, saying that you need to be holy. Okay? You need to be. Y'all need to understand exactly what I meant. Okay? God, our holiness is not like God. God says, we can't. The holiness of God for us means that we are holy. All our heart is devoted to Him. That's what the holiness. That's the holiness we have to bring. Christ inside of us is holy. So yes, if we want to remain holy, we want to give all of our heart to God. He said, "When you search with me with your whole heart, then I will reveal my face." Imagine what's that like when God reveals His face to us. Brothers, sisters, we become holy then. We have got an audience with the Father. So yes, we become holy then. So yes, let's not go all off the rail and start doing all this crazy mad stuff. Holiness only means that we are fully devoted, mind, body, and soul to God. We have dedicated our heart to Him. And Christ begins to, and He said, "I will give a new heart." That's what I was understanding. God said, "I put a new heart in you, and a new spirit I will give to you." That's that dedication. That's that when God says, "Okay, now you got that new heart." That's what I was feeling the other day. God had taken all that stuff that was keeping me apart from Him, from devoting my whole heart to Him. He took all that away. And I felt like I had to come back here, and because I understand there are so many of you out there, and I realize that, I don't know, you probably haven't even seen not one of these things yet, because the majority of these folks, that they are curious, but they're not designed to get closer to God. Maybe they are, and if you are, then you're on the right track. Amen. Because He is soon to come back. I, and I've heard other people say this. I mean, I'm talking about pastors who've been in this thing for a while. God is soon to come back. Have you not looked outside? I mean, oh my God. God is soon to come back. We are truly living in the last days. Do you remember when Sodom and Gomorrah first started? Children of God, it didn't last long. I do not believe it lasted long because God came back and he saved, oh Lord, I want to say Isaac. He pulled one of them out of Sarah. He turned it to salt. Lord, this is how far it goes. I mean, but those are things I have to go back and look at. But at the same time, it had just started up. Sodom, God is true. He's soon to come back. And you know what I was reminded of the day that Christ was on this earth for 3.5 years. Okay, look, how long has what's it say? Trump been president? Has it been a half a year yet? Did he take office in November the 20th, January? Okay, so it's probably been about a half or so. I'm telling you, back before the end of his term. I mean, I'm not trying to calculate anything. I'm just saying, but it was just strange. 3.5. 3.5 years. I don't know. God may be back here. So we know that He's coming back. So what we have to do, we have to prepare ourselves. We have to be ready. We have to be ready. I don't know what. Oh, what is that there? Why is that light shining? Well, yeah. He's coming back soon, but yeah, don't be confused about anything. I mean, because I'm telling you, the only way that we can choose to serve God is if Christ puts that in our heart. We have got to have the righteousness of Christ for any of this to start. So if you're leaning towards us, if you're designed to be more right, to be more true, to be more just, then trust me, my friend, this is Christ working in you. It is God that's working in you both to will and to do. Oh, He's trying to put that Christ righteousness in you. I'm encouraging y'all to just hang on in there. It's gonna get better. Hang on in there. It's gonna get better. If you have a problem at your job, hang on in there. It's gonna get better. Trust God. Trust God. I am fully persuaded. Nothing can separate us from the love of God if we remain faithful to Him. This is what's happening now. God is beginning his sifting, okay? Sifting the wheat from the chaff. He's trying to sift that. So hold on to God. Hold on to God's unchanging hand because God is He's sifting us out. I mean, oh my God, it won't last. It won't last. It won't last. It's going to get better. Matter of fact, you're going to begin to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy being so close to God. Oh, that I may know Him and the power of His resurrection and the fellowship, oh my God, of His suffering. It won't last. I encourage you to stand fast in the Lord and the hope of His promises. Read that word daily. Read that word, and watch. Listen to what I'm saying. Oh my God, when you begin to trust in God with all your heart and soul, oh my God, God will make a way out of no way. Amen. I pray that you will continuously, that somebody will hear this, somebody will see this, somebody will seek God's face. Search for me with your whole heart. Then God will reveal His face. So I'm encouraging all of you to search for God with your whole heart. Amen. God will make a way. Put that desire. And that's something else I read today. Oh my God, we can do nothing. Let me see how I wrote that thing down, Lord. Christ is the source of everything right of every right impulse. It is Christ in you. Christ is the source of every right impulse. If you choose to stop smoking, if you choose to don't have sex until you're married, that's Christ in you. So hold on to that. Hold on to that. Trust in God. I mean, oh my God, search God with all your heart, with all your soul. I'm encouraging you. I'm encouraging you. Don't be swayed by the world. I mean, I don't see how they can do it today. The world is so out of whack. If they bring anything to you that's, oh my God, you got to be on crack to accept it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that if they bring anything to you that they think that makes sense, for you to accept it, you got to be on crack. So that might be one of the things you ask God to take away this crack, Lord. And I'm praying right now that God will remove crack from these individuals out there that if it weren't for that crack, they will have their families, they will have their homes, if it weren't for that crack. So I'm asking God to remove that from their life. Amen. I'm just asking y'all to consider God. Because He's the only way. You see what's happening out here? Oh my God. Do you see what's happening out here? We just need to continue to pray. Amen. Trust in the Lord.